What if one of the darkest secrets of colonial history was hidden inside a single letter, a document so disturbing that people across Africa still debate it today? The letter was allegedly discovered by a Congolese man and was said to contain instructions from King Leopold II, the ruler connected to one of the most brutal colonial systems in history. According to those who circulated it, the document revealed a strategy for controlling African populations through religion, education, and psychological influence. The words were shocking. To many readers, the letter appeared to explain not only what happened in the Congo, but also why the effects of colonialism could still be felt generations later. But there was a problem. Nobody could prove whether the document was genuine. No verified original copy existed. No confirmed archive reference could be found. Yet despite those questions, the letter spread across Africa, across universities, churches, political discussions, and eventually, the internet. Some called it a hidden truth. Others called it a fabrication. But everyone agreed on one thing. The mystery deserved investigation. To understand why this letter became so controversial, we need to understand the man connected to it. In the late 19th century, King Leopold II gained control of a vast territory in Central Africa, known as the Congo Free State. Remarkably, this territory was not initially governed as a Belgian colony. It was effectively controlled by Leopold himself. Under his administration, enormous quantities of rubber and ivory were extracted from the region. These resources generated immense wealth. But behind that wealth were reports of forced labor, violence, starvation, and suffering. Entire communities were caught in systems designed to maximize production. As reports of abuses reached Europe and America, international criticism grew. Investigators, journalists, missionaries, and activists began documenting what they witnessed. Leopold's reputation suffered. Eventually, pressure became so intense that control of the Congo was transferred away from his personal administration. But before that transition occurred, something significant happened. Large numbers of administrative records and documents connected to Leopold's rule were reportedly destroyed. That fact would later become a central part of the mystery surrounding the letter. According to the versions that circulated, the letter contained instructions supposedly directed toward missionaries and colonial agents. It allegedly discussed how religion could be used to encourage obedience. It suggested limiting certain forms of education. It warned against allowing African populations to become too economically independent. The language was direct. The message was unsettling. For many readers, it appeared to provide a blueprint for long-term control. Some people read the document and immediately believed it was authentic. Others remained skeptical. Historians began examining the text more closely. Questions emerged about the wording. Questions emerged about the source. Questions emerged about the absence of any verified original copy. Yet supporters of the letter pointed to another fact. Since many colonial records had already been destroyed, they argued that proving authenticity had become nearly impossible. This created a situation where both skeptics could point to the same mystery and reach completely different conclusions. Whether authentic or not, the letter resonated with millions of people. But why? The answer may lie in history itself. Across Africa, colonial administrations often relied on systems of political, economic, and cultural control. Communities experienced land seizures. Traditional institutions were weakened. Economies were reorganized around extraction. Many Africans saw aspects of those historical experiences reflected in the letter's message. To them, the document felt believable because parts of it appeared consistent with realities their societies had already endured. This does not prove the document was genuine, but it helps explain why it gained influence. Sometimes a story spreads not because people know it is true. Sometimes a story spreads because it feels true. And when historical wounds remain unresolved, powerful narratives can travel far beyond the evidence that supports. Today, the The mysterious letter remains one of the most debated documents associated with colonial history in Africa. Most historians do not regard it as authenticated. No universally accepted original copy has been produced. Yet the debate continues. Some believe the destruction of colonial archives means important evidence may have been lost forever. Others argue that extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof. The result is a historical mystery that refuses to disappear. Was the letter real? Was it written later and falsely attributed to Leopold? Was it based on genuine ideas that were never formally recorded? No one has produced a definitive answer. What remains certain is that the discussion surrounding the letter reveals something important about history. People are not only searching for documents, they are searching for explanations. Explanations for the past, explanations for the present, and explanations for why some historical wounds continue to echo through time. Whether the letter was authentic or not, its mystery continues to capture attention because it sits at the intersection of history, memory, power, and truth. And perhaps that is why the debate is still alive today.